Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm sharing something a little bit different with you. This video is all about my fall essentials. This ranges from makeup to clothing and fashion and just all sorts of different products that I think are essential for fall. I thought that this would be a super fun idea. I actually had this in mind for a little bit, and then I noticed that Casey Holmes posted, I believe, a fall essentials sort of video like this. So I thought that I would go ahead and film one as well. I'm going to go ahead and start with the beauty and makeup stuff first. So the first product that I want to talk about are lip colors. During the fall, I love going for a deeper nude shade. So one that I'm really loving is by Maybelline. This is one of their mattes lipsticks, and this is in the shade Nude Embrace number 650. It has a great matte finish, and it is just a beautiful deep shade. It is a little bit on the brown side, kind of beigey. This is what it looks like. I just think that it complements a lot of different looks, and especially in the fall time, I like to go for a little bit of a deeper, more rich color for my lips, so I'm loving this deeper nude shade. My next lip color for fall that I just absolutely love is a deep burgundy shade. I have two here to share with you today. These are just some of my go-tos. The first is Anastasia liquid lipstick in the shade Trust Issues. This is a gorgeous deep burgundy shade. I think that although it is super dark, it's very wearable. The other color that I have is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade 50 Voyager. This is a little bit more red than Trust Issues. Trust Issues is a bit more burgundy. This one is a little bit truer of a red. If you would like to see more of my favorite fall lipsticks, I do have my third episode of my Lippy mini series going up very shortly, and that is my vampy fall shades that I love. Another fall makeup essential for me is absolutely a warm tone palette. My favorite right now is the Sephora Pro Pigment Warm Palette. It looks like this. And when you open it up, it has 28 beautiful warm tone shades. And I think that this palette is just going to be absolutely perfect for the fall time. And this palette is amazing quality. I do have a tutorial and a review on it. And another palette, if you don't want to pay the $68 for this Sephora palette, I would definitely recommend the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. So if you're looking for something more affordable to get those warm tones, I would recommend this palette because you do get the versatility of this colorful shades and also the warm shades at the bottom. So warm eyeshadow or warm eyeshadow palettes in general is definitely an essential for me during the fall. My next fall essential is nail polish. I love these deep burgundy tones for nail polish during the fall time. This is actually the shade that I have on my nails right now. It is just a super dark burgundy shade, and this is the Sally Hansen InstaDry nail polish in the shade 430 Cinna Snap. It just looks like this. I love these Sally Hansen InstaDry formulas because they dry super fast. They are very, very opaque, and you only need 2 coats to get the full pigmentation from it. This shade in particular is a beautiful shade. They also have some deeper colors like blues and greens. They have tons of deeper shades. So this is one of my go-tos for fall, along with some of the other deeper tones that they have in that collection as well. The next thing I want to mention is a self-tanner. Now, since it is fall and we're not spending as much time outside, you're going to lose a little bit of that summer glow. So what I like to do is apply some self-tanner. I have a couple favorites that I want to mention. The first I do not have with me, but it is definitely one that I really like. It is the St. Moritz self-tanner. It is sort of like a knockoff of the St. Tropez. You can find it at Ulta, Amazon. That one, in my opinion, is a little bit harder to work with than the next one I'm going to talk about. The next one is this Rodan & Fields Essentials Foaming Sunless Tan. I really, really love this. I've just been introduced to this. I've only tried it a couple of times, but both times that I have used it, I have had a seamless, streak-free, and very uniform self-tan. It does not have a color guard, which can be a good or bad thing. A color guard is just going to be something that has a slight tint to it so that when you apply it, you can see exactly where you have applied it to. But I think that since this is so easy to work with, you don't really need that. I just take this on a mitt that I got from Ulta. I put a few pumps on there, rub it all over, and really work it in and make sure that you buff it out in circular motions. And I have this on right now. This is about probably day 4, I would say, and I think it's still looking very nice. It has not faded in an unpleasant way like some self-tanners do, so I would definitely recommend this Rodan & Fields Sunless Tanner if you are looking for one that is easy to use and that will really give you a nice sun-kissed glow. Okay, I have one more thing I want to mention before I get into the clothing and accessories aspect of this video, and that is a candle. So during the fall time especially, I love to burn candles. I think that it just gives such a great cozy feeling to your home. And my favorite for the fall time definitely has to be the Bath & Body Works Marshmallow Fireside. Now, if you know me, this comes as no surprise. I pretty much have this burning all year round, honestly. It is one of my favorite scents. I think that these are great. They last so long. And my favorite part about Bath & Body Works candles, they smell the whole entire house up. It does not stay, you know, in one little area where you're burning the candle. This, when I burn this in my room, it smells my room, the hallway, the living room. They are quite expensive. They are $22.50 a piece, which I would never pay $22.50 for a candle ever, but you can find them a lot on sales. So for $12.50, I think that it is a little more worth it. This scent is definitely my favorite by far out of all the ones I've smelled at Bath & Body Works. Another one that I really love and I just finished is, I believe it's called Warm Cider Apple. I don't see that they sell it this year, but they might have renamed it because sometimes they tend to do that. That one smells like a caramel apple. It has no cinnamon or any of those spices that can tend to be in fall candles, which I personally despise. I hate cinnamon, but that apple cider is also a very good scent. This Marshmallow Fireside smells like sort of a sweet campfire. It describes it as a sweet toasty end to a cold day. Toasted marshmallows and scrumptious vanilla cream blend into the comforting aroma of rich smoldering wood. It is definitely very woodsy, but it still has the hint of vanilla and warmth. So this is by far my favorite Bath & Body Works fall candle. Next, I'm going to move on to the fashion part of this video. Fall fashion is definitely my favorite. I love cozy sweaters and blanket scarves and boots and all of that good stuff that comes with fall. I will start off with shoes because I do have 3 pairs of shoes to show you. First, I want to mention booties. I love booties in the fall time because I think that they can be very casual or very dressy. So this pair here that I have to show you is just an olive green pair of booties. I think that these are beautiful. They have sort of a short heel, but it is chunky, so it's very easy to walk in and it's not super high, so it feels a lot more natural. I love that it has this detailing on the front. I just really think that the detail that goes into it is very, very beautiful. These are by the brand Mossimo or Mossimo from Target. That is one of my favorite brands to get shoes and clothes in general from Target because I think that these shoes from this brand hold up very nicely, and I just love this olive color. It is like a dark army green sort of olive color. I would definitely recommend picking these up if you are looking for a very good, comfortable, cute pair of booties. The next thing I want to talk about is knee-high boots or thigh-high boots. I love knee-highs and thigh-highs for the fall time because I just think that they look very trendy but also very cute. They can tie together an outfit and kind of give you that extra little bit of something that you're looking for. So the first pair that I want to talk about is from Target. These are from the brand Dolce Vita, which I noticed that Target is carrying a lot more of their shoes, which I love because they are kind of more of a higher end shoe brand. You know, some of their shoes are upwards of $100, which to me is a lot of money. But I believe these were right around $40, I want to say, which I think is a pretty good deal for boots, and they are knee high. So this is what they look like. They are just this beautiful tan sort of camel color. And I guess this is going to be kind of hard to show you, but they do have a chunky heel, which I love, and this heel is pretty high, so I think that they are super cute. The chunky heel is definitely my favorite. I do not wear heels that are not this style, and these are very comfortable. They do have the zipper, so you don't have to worry about them not fitting. And then here at the top, in the back, they do have a bit of an elastic part, so it is quite stretchy if you are worried about maybe it being too tight around the top part of your leg. This part tucks right underneath the back of your knee, on me personally at least, and then this flap kind of covers the front of your knee, so it looks like it's a bit higher than it really is. So I think that these are just very flattering, and I really love them for the fall. I get so much use out of them. So the next pair that I want to show you is another pair of thigh-high boots. These go a little bit higher, and these are just a black pair. They are quite a bit flatter. They do have a tiny, tiny heel, but nothing uncomfortable. It almost feels like there's no heel at all. These are just a black sort of suede material. These are very soft, and these have a faux zipper in the back, but they do have laces, and about this far is just a little crisscross lace, which does come apart. You can untie that, so since this comes above your knee, if you are looking for some more room, I really recommend these because they can open up a bit more and give you that extra room that you need. And I think that these are just very classy. I think everyone needs a pair of black boots. I personally don't like to accessorize with black too much. I'm more of a brown or tan leather type of person. But I do think that these are very versatile and a great staple to have in your collection. Next up, I want to talk about cardigans. So I really love big loungy cardigans for the fall because they're very cozy, but you put them together with some boots or maybe leggings and a scarf and it can look super cute and super put together. So the first one I'm actually wearing, this is just a gray sweater. It has some pockets on the sides, if you can tell, and it is very, very soft. I got this from TJ Maxx and this was $20. The brand is If It Were Me. I did get a small. I typically wear a small or medium in shirts, usually a medium, and I did get a small in this because as you can maybe tell, it is super loungy and just very cozy and warm. So if you can see the sleeves, the seam does come down to about my mid upper arm. The sleeves do have this nice cuffed detail and they are long enough for me. It comes down below your butt, so if you are maybe gonna wear leggings with this and concerned, you know, you don't want to wear leggings without something covering you, you will definitely be set with this because it is long enough. Another cardigan that I have to show you is also from TJ Maxx. This is from the brand Cyrus. This one was $24.99 and it is a great olive green shade, almost a forest green. It is super soft and I really like this color because it is a little bit different than the booties that I showed you. If you can see, these are more olive and this is more of a forest green. This also has some pockets on each side. The neckline is very unique. It has sort of a bunched up neck in the back. It has some ruching here and then that kind of makes a loose collar then in the front when you wear it. I love TJ Maxx because like I said, that was $24.99 and on this tag, the actual Cyrus tag, it says MSRP is $99. So this was pretty much 75% off. Next, I want to talk about a couple other sweaters. So chunky sweaters or chunky knit sweaters are definitely a go-to for me for fall, as well as the long cardigans that I mentioned earlier. I really think just a crew neck chunky sweater is so essential because it is warm but it still looks very cute. So I have two to show you today that are my favorites. This first one is by Merona by Target. It's a size medium. It is just this gorgeous burnt orange kind of shade, almost like a pumpkin shade but a lot deeper, and it has these sort of rose gold slash gold reflex woven through it. It's not super noticeable and I don't think it looks distasteful. I think that it just really gives it sort of some uniqueness to it. This is a tunic length sweater, so as you can probably see, it does have some detail in here. It's quite long. The bottom does have these slits on the sides, which I really like because you can tuck it in the front and let it hang out the back, or you can wear it with some leggings and it'll make sort of like a tunic length sweater dress. This is definitely a staple for me. The next one I want to show you is from TJ Maxx once again. So it is a chunky sweater that is just an olive green shade. It just has a typical crew neck in the front and then some sleeves, and the sleeves have some ribbing at the end. It's just a chunky knit sweater. This one hits right at your hips, so it's not tunic length, but it's not cropped either. I think it's the perfect length. And one of my favorite details about this is actually the back. It just has this crisscross detail in the back with a v-neck. Just knit sweaters in general are definitely a go-to for me. My last fall essential is definitely blanket scarves. I have two here that I will show you, but I think just blanket scarves or flannel scarves in general are definitely a fall staple for me. If you just wear them with a nice sweater like this and some leggings and boots, you can really just add some color and tie together an outfit with a blanket scarf. So these are both from Target. I think Target has great scarves. This one is just a blanket scarf that is a flannel plaid print, and it has this nice beige base to it, and then it has some yellow, some denim colors, some teal, a nice navy, and this really rich red. This is just a rectangular scarf. It is not the infinity type, so you can tie this a bunch of different ways. And the next one I have is probably my favorite. I got this a couple years ago at Target, but I believe they still have it. I was able to get it last year still. On one side you have the stripes, so it just has the blue, the olive tone, the mustard, the red, and then this nice fuchsia over here. So you have stripes on this side, but then my favorite side is this side because this has the plaid flannel type of print. You have all of those different shades, so I really like this side as well. You can tie it so that the stripes are showing or the plaid is showing, or you can kind of wrap it so that they're both showing. Again, this is a rectangular scarf. It is not an infinity scarf, so you can tie it a variety of ways. And on all ends, it does have this fringe, which I really think gives just a nice touch to it. It is not totally plain, and I think it just finishes off the scarf. So I would definitely recommend this one. As I said, I am pretty sure you can still find this at Target. Okay guys, so that completes this fall essentials video. I really wanted to include a wide variety of items and not just makeup, so I hope that this was beneficial for you if you are looking for some fall inspiration or fall essentials, or get ready for more fall videos coming your way. Be sure to leave some of your favorite staple items for fall in the comments down below. If you like this video or like this style of video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next one.